the Eisenhower decision matrix. Named after a former US president, this is a scale that has two sides. On the one side, it ranks tasks based on their importance, and on the other, it ranks them based on their urgency. This helps you to prioritize tasks, and to do so, you can ask yourself two questions. Number one, how soon does this need to be done? And number two, how much impact will completing this task have on me? I used to follow this model pretty religiously. What I like to do is treat the answer to either question as a number scale from 0 to 10. If urgency and importance are low, say under 5, I wouldn't do it. If urgency is high but importance is low, I would let someone else do it if I could. If urgency is low but importance is high, I would schedule it for later. And if urgency as well as importance is high, I would do it right now. There are three important things to keep in mind when working with the Eisenhower matrix. The first is that everybody's perception of urgent and important is different. On the one hand, this means you shouldn't let anyone dictate to you what is important or urgent. On the other hand, you should take others' viewpoints into account, especially if a task influences others or if you're working together on a project, for example. The second is that urgency and importance are not just relative to others, but also to yourself. In other words, you gotta select from all the available tasks what is the most important and urgent out of all of those, instead of the absolute value of the task, like saving the world. That's obviously a high priority task, but if it's not part of your available options, you shouldn't score it based on how urgent and important it is compared to that. The third is that it's actually better to prevent tasks from ending up in the urgent bracket to begin with. The more deadlines you have, the more stress you will experience, because things can go wrong or something else can come in between of the time that you scheduled for the task, and then all those deadlines won't be met. I minimize my deadlines. I prefer to work on tasks that are high importance, low urgency, so that I don't feel the stress, but I do get the positive impact. If you're burning yourself out because there's always another deadline around the corner, that's not good for you, and it also means you won't produce the best work.